Stadium. It's the Pittsburgh Panthers and the Iowa State Cyclones. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Howie Rowe on the sideline.
Hey guys, I caught up with Coach Narduzzi before the game. He is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Pitt lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking to pass. It's Rayner. They're all over it. And they got it.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
Wants to go up top on second down. Throwing right. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. First and goal. Going to the run, it's Turner. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Back's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Plows through the defense. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Unloads it left. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Hands it off. He breaks a tackle. Knocks him down a couple of yards short of the marker. And how about this free safety showing those tackling skills and forcing a fourth down? The Cyclones will try to pick it up on fourth down. Needs it. Across the 45. At the 40, there he goes. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Using his feet. Could be an alley. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Tackled way behind the line. It'll be a loss of 7. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Gets the back moving. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Cyclones! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. On the move, it's Turner. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Keeping his eyes downfield. Left side, it's Turner. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Finally nearly forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Panthers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Out wide left, it's Turner. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Here comes the heat. He's going to take off. Now with a great opportunity as they... First down, they've got it at the 40.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this 1st. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Line getting set on 2nd down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to throw. Out wide right, it's Turner. Runs through a man, he might have space. Inside the 10. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And it looked like for a second, man, he was going to take that all the way. He was going to score, broke some tackles, made the play, down inside the 5. He finally gets wrapped up. Now this offense set up with a 1st and goal situation.
Keeps it himself. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the 1st option, playing the 2nd option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Trying to find the end zone. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Pitt! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finished it off, needing just a few inches and going up top to get it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. the tight end. Sets his feet. It's Rayner. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on first. Unloads to the right. And they can't make the connection. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Makes the grab. It's Kent. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Quarterback changing the play. Third down play from the gun. Throws to the tight end. Right side, it's Kent. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Out of the gun to give to the back. He just threw his nose right into the middle of the pile and was stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw. It's Rayner. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
But I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Rush right in his face. They get to him as he throws. Another incompletion on third down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how...
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. The Cyclones spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets enough. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Extending the play. He'll pull it down. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a fourth down.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out on the field because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Escapes the pressure going right. On the move, he fires. Out wide right, it's Hicks. He wasn't even close to converting. Stopped well short of the first down. What a job by this defense. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. He lost one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
Second down, going to throw it. Moves to his right. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. And the Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They've been running it, but now the pass. A shot toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Today, it's not been easy throwing the ball. You got to give this defense credit because on the back end, they have been there. They have been in the hip pocket of these receivers, making completions very, very difficult to come by. That time, 2 guys go up for it, and the defense wins again.
Zings it complete to the right. Goes down immediately, but he's got plenty and a fresh set of downs here.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to the well. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. and the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stops right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Straight ahead, it's Turner. Still running at the 40. Running free. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Panthers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. He wants to throw it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Great mental toughness by the defense there. They had the penalty, and all of a sudden the offense is literally on the goal line. You're thinking this is going to be a walk-in touchdown, but the defense steps up, and they stuff the two-point attempt.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking for a man. It's Rayner. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the right. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got his man. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Now let's take a look at the stats and what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just one possession away.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football. But here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Second down to the air. Right side, it's Knight. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
They kick it away on 4th down. Trying to make one miss. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Iowa State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. This offense trying to keep the momentum going. They scored the last time they had it. The defense got it back for them, and now a chance to take the lead.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
Look out! A 50-50 ball, and he just out-fought the defender and made the catch. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Keeps it looking for room. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
If you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
To the air, it's Rayner. Fires to the wideout. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
And what a big 3rd down stop for this defense. And now it's decision time for the offense. Actually, no, it's not. Like what are we doing? The field goal doesn't do much here. Huge 4th down coming for this offense. Got to find that.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long.
Ready? Blue 30. Blue 30. Colt. Copper. Icy.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws to the back. Got it! Touchdown, Cyclones! Somehow, they got up off the deck. They fought back, and they tied the game. A huge point after this for the lead. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Making the adjustment on the play. From the gun, it's Turner. Oh, he's got some space.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll make the stop right there, but Pittsburgh moves the chains and they have a first down. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Trying to make magic with his feet. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Still looking. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Pitt calls it second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. On the move. He'll pull it down and run. Crosses the 45. He's out of bounds, has enough for the first down, and that conversion keeps hope alive.
Man, yeah, you love to see that from your quarterback. You had to have it. This is a close football game, late in the game. He understands the situation, takes off, scrambles, makes sure he gets the first down, and we still got some more excitement to come.
Caught. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. He's changing the play. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Got the quick pass.
The pass on third down. Caught by the receiver. Picks up 7. First down for the offense.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout.
This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Cyclones.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. With the ball spotted outside the 35, the holder will kneel and give his kicker a shot from 53 yards out and a chance to win. On its way, it's
Let's fucking go, baby. At the gun. Yeah, I choked the game away, but we still found a way to win, baby. 30-28. Let's fucking go, baby.
everything on the line, and you
What a fucking game, man.
How many times
Wow.
you do in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.